Welcome to this week's Sunday warm-up. We're going to finish up Revelation chapter 1 this week. So let me just quickly throw out some things to consider for preparation for this week's sermon. Again, I would read all of Revelation 1. The personal challenge that I'm putting upon myself and offering to all those who are listening to join me as well is to read all of Revelation each week during this summer. So you have that as a possibility for you this week. We have covered quite a bit of material as far as introductory work to Revelation. We'll finish that up this week. So I would review those notes. That's something that would be good for study and preparation this week. This week we'll finish up Revelation 1, as I said, so we'll be covering verses 9 to 20. Again, I would read all of Revelation 1. Take a look at verses 9 to 20. There are a number of things that we see in verses 9 to 20 about a description of Christ. So keep in mind as we're looking at this vision of John about Jesus, that the vision is about who Jesus is. These things that he sees about the white hair, the eyes of that are like flames of fire, the feet, the voice, his mouth, what he's holding in his right hand, his face. They are a vision that is describing who Jesus is. It's not about what Jesus looks like. We're not to artistically draw this and try to figure out what Jesus looks like. It's describing something very, very important, very powerful for us to consider about who Jesus is. So as you read through that, think about if you got a commentary or do some research ahead of time and looking into what are those particular aspects of the descriptions of Jesus, what are they describing about who Jesus is. So we will look at each of those. We will consider a little bit more about the context of the writing of the letter in terms of John, where he was writing from, what was the purpose of the letter, the context of which he found himself in. And then lastly, considering, I love the description there in verses 17 to 20 of what we see again of the message of who Christ is, and that Jesus is the one who's holding the keys. Keys of death and Hades there as we see it. We'll see the meaning of the seven lampstands, the meaning of the seven stars. Those are described for us within the text. So still quite a bit before us as we finish up chapter 1. In addition to chapter 1 and reading all of Revelation for this week, you might find it helpful to take a look at Daniel chapter 7 and Daniel chapter 10. Daniel 7 and Daniel chapter 10. Some very similar things going on there, in particular about the vision of the Son of Man and some of the things that are described there in Daniel 7, and as well Daniel's response to and how it affected him seeing this vision and these visions, and John's response there at the end of Revelation 1 and how the vision affected him. So that's what we have for us this week. Again, We'll finish up this 3-week study here in chapter 1 and then move into the 7 letters. This Sunday's Father's Day, so dads, come ready to receive the big candy bar that you'll get to choose from on Sunday morning. As always, keep in mind all the things that are happening. Take a look at with special attention as you read it, all the things that are happening. Even if you don't plan to attend the different events or community groups, take a look at what's going on here through the ministry of our church. Would really encourage you and us all to be in prayer for all the things that are happening within the ministries of our church. We got the women's conference this weekend. We've got the Villas cookout is happening this weekend as well on the 17th. So a lot of things that are happening through the week. Sunday evening programs, in the Word, CR, community groups that are meeting, and various things that are happening. We put a lot of information last week about soccer camp and doing some missions week projects that week, looking at collecting soccer balls. So a lot of things that are happening and coming up. Pay attention to those. Take a look at what's happening. Sign-up sheets in the foyer, a lot of information in the foyer, and pieces of literature that you can pick up about what is happening. All right, that's it. Have a great week. God bless you guys. Praying for you. Looking forward to finishing up Revelation chapter 1. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of deep dive through chapter 1. I've really enjoyed it myself. Looking forward to finishing up chapter 1 this week. Really looking forward to getting into chapters 2 and 3. Keep in mind those Wednesday workshops as well, as they'll be coming up. The first one will be a week from this Wednesday, talking about the different millennial views, the 1,000-year of reign of Christ, and the different viewpoints on that. All right, that's it. God bless you. I'll see you Sunday. God bless you.